Oh man, let me see.
This food truck is our baby. And like any baby, it's loud, stressful, and draining. And we love it. I refuse to let migraine keep me from saying, I am here.
Peace, peace, peace. Good morning to everybody out there. Me and my brother Richie, we was having a conversation on the phone this morning, man, talking about women and just women in general and men relationships. And we was just discussing, like I was like, man, a lot of these dudes got the game fucked up. They think because they drop some game on a woman, um, or you piping a girl down real good that you got this woman in check, or you chose this woman. Nah, man, listen, women. Well, in Philly, we got a thing we call crack on, like you cracked on this woman. Women get cracked on 1,000 times a day, man, by all kinds of dudes, black dudes, white dudes, the Pookies and Ray Rays, the higher tax bracket dudes, man. Listen, if she's sitting with you and she's going out with you, nigga, she chose you. So there's a lot of factors that come into play that we're gonna cover real quick. We're not gonna be live that long, but there's a lot of factors that come into play. Men will lie, steal, kill, cheat, and whatever, to get with certain women that they want. They always put their best foot forward to get with that woman, hoping that they get chosen. You got some women out here that men just see, they just want to fuck. Then you got some women out here that men see and they want to get with. So you might see one girl, you might, damn, she look good, but he might just see her as a fuck. You know what I mean? So say where the Buffalo Wings at. Being on certain panels and you hear brothers speaking, and you like, they got so much anger towards these women. And I'm like, dude, well, the women this and the women that. And I'm like, dude, you spending way too much of your time speaking about these women. Men, the way I see us as men, like we're like hunter gatherers. Women are adaptive. Women adapt into their situations, and women has the ability to manipulate a situation in order to work in her favor, because a woman can't beat a man physically. A woman never had to stand in the military to go overtake nations and shit and create nations and laws and things. She has to adjust and adapt to the laws and the things that men create. So she will use her manipulative ability in order for her to survive in it comfortably. That's her nature. So a woman by nature will have a different types of men to use them for what they want to use them for. The same way you think that you do. So, and us as men, I think that we realize this at times. This is why we're so unforgiving to our women when they cheat on us. Where you at, Richie? You there? Before I really go in on this, before I really open this thing up.
Yeah, I'm in, brother. I'm just taking in the opening statements. You saying everything I need to say. I don't need to repeat it right now. Don't worry, I'll come in when necessary.
Okay.
But keep laying down that premise.
Yeah, you have a woman that have a dude that give her money. She'll have a dude that will just sit and listen. She'll have a guy, big dick, Daryl from up the block that's dicking her brains out. And then a lot of times, man, you'll have some women, man, that I have big dick Daryl, and she'll never like choose big dick Daryl for a relationship. She'll choose you. You ain't big dick Daryl, but you listen to her. You kind to her. You take her out. You do all these different things, right? And y'all make love. You good to her too, but you ain't big dick Daryl. She used big dick Daryl for what she used him for. And a lot of dudes know this. So I just think that I think that we put our women on a certain pedestal as men, and make them believe that. I believe that a lot of times women, you get certain types of women that try to emulate us, but they never do it right. A woman has a reason for everything that she does. There's a cause for what she does. You got women out here that may be on drugs, giving it up. A woman out here that may be a whore, but or a woman that just sell pussy. You got a woman out here that just sell pussy. You got a woman out here that's on drugs. But then you got girls out here that may just, they do their little hoeing here and there. You know what I mean? And I just think that I listen to a lot of dudes and I'm like, dude, listen, she chose you. Like, you ain't choose this woman. This woman got a whole, listen, women get hit on way more times a day than we do. And a lot of times, we think because a woman laughing at your jokes, I put it like this, something that I told Richie. A man or woman will try to have multiple men like a Swiss Army knife. Absolutely. I told Richie, like, man, a lot of times will be mad or heartbroken when you find out that your woman cheated on you, right? But this is the thing, you know, you'll just imagine this, Omega Dress. Just think like what you might have to go through to get with your woman. You had to take her out, long nights on the phone. Not some chick you just wanted to fuck your woman. Long nights, meeting the family, chilling. It took a while, right? And then you find out she fucking Petey on the job that she only known for 2 months, but she fucked him a month ago. He ain't have to go through none of that shit.
Huh.
You know, the way she see you is the way she sees Petey different. You know what I mean? You know, Petey ain't have to go through all that. All Petey had to do was show up. Petey, she might say in her mind, I ain't fucking with Petey no more, but every time she in Petey presence, her panties fall off. But she don't see you the same way she see Petey. That shit exists. And you thinking she don't see you the way she see Petey. But see, like these are the things that like that's not talked about, and that we gotta be. I teach young boys like you gotta be careful on that job or wherever she at, you know, in her walk, because you think that, oh man, I just dick my girl down. No, dog, she had that before. So it's a lot that like, you know, you got to do a vetting process when you choosing your woman as a man, because you got a lot of these hurt dudes out here. Yeah, you got a lot of dudes out here that got the wrong impression on how you get a woman. Come on in, Richie, real quick. Come on with some insight.
Well, remember, Len, this is what we talked about. In an attempt to right the wrongs that of how women are treating men in certain situations, men are now trying to change the whole natural order of how things work. As far as we're talking about today, women choosing men. There's always things that men can do to better their chances with a woman. But ultimately, that woman has to be in a certain mind state to pick that right guy, the same way you have to be in a certain mind state to pick that right woman. But I think in the midst of this PTSD shit where everybody's hurt feelings and all the rest of it, you got people now trying to reverse the natural order of things. Now you want a woman to act more like a man, but you're not even realizing that. And in turn, you are now acting more like a woman and you're not realizing it. And again, this is the plan. This is the plan. The role reversals, the transhumanism, the transgender, the gay shit. This is how all of these things come, because people's roles have been confused. And because we're hurt within our own problems and attacks, of, you know, that are coming at us as black men and black women, we're now confused at how to fix the problem.
Let me ask you, Richie, real quick.
Go to, brother.
In the society that we live in, when a man steps to a woman, knowing a woman's nature, a woman already knows. A woman 99.9% of the time already knows that this man wants to fuck. She's just trying to figure out what angle he's coming with it, and she already knows if she's going to fuck this man or not too. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, that's how it works. Powers of observation.
She begins to manipulate the situation to work in her favor. Like a woman already has it figured out. A woman can see you coming and already know if it's a possibility she's going to fuck you or not.
Most definitely.
And the thing is, a lot of times you see so much vitriol on YouTube now with these young boys and these grown ass men towards women because they don't understand women. So when things don't go in their favor, oh fuck these bitches, and I'm like, dude, like you sound crazy as hell. Like you should have already known, you know what I mean, with your approach. You should already have this thing figured out. You're a grown ass man. Like a woman, and this is why we're so upset when our women. This is why we're so upset when our women cheat on us. You find out your woman cheated on you, bitch. I know you did everything with that nigga that you did with me. You had to, because there's no possible way. I know what I had to go through to get with you, and you let this nigga fuck you. See, in our minds, for a lot of women that may see this video, what I had to go through to get with you, if you laid down with another man and opened up your universe to that man, you did everything with him that you did with me, or even more. And God forbid if I figure out that he even got it off the rip. It's no possible way that if you fuck the nigga on your job, or a nigga in a circle where I don't know, and he didn't have to really go through all the things I had to go through to get it, then it's something about him that I don't have. So whenever you encounter that man, I'm in trouble. This is why we're less forgiving than y'all are.
That's it. That's why we're more scarred.
Absolutely.
When it comes to heartbreak, because again, as you just said, there's a lot more women that can logically reason out why a man has cheated, and the nature of the way men are. And this isn't about allowance. This isn't about saying that it's cool to cheat out. This is just about the psychological tendencies of a man as opposed to a woman. Most of the time, a woman can rationalize that shit. And, you know, if the man appears to be sincere enough, she will, you know, make moves to try to repair that. But when it comes to a man, because you know the things, as George just said, that you had to do to get it, because you know that you was waiting for her to decide when you could get it and all the rest of it, when you finally hit another person's hitting it, and the way they may have gone about and the time frame they got, this was a problem in it. Yeah. As they say, there's a Beyonce, there's a Jay-Z for everyone. There's someone who will make you cut those parameters that you had for yourself before for the next person. And that's a life shatterer.
Yeah, and you got to be careful, young brothers, when you get with these women on, you know, her past life. Like, you know, she might always listen. She might like you, but she might not be in a relationship with Daryl, because the only reason why she ain't with Daryl, because Daryl got too many bitches. But if it was up to her, Daryl bust that ass better than anybody ever could in the history of her life. But she like you. You answer all her calls. You loyal. You do all, man. You do all these things. You good with her son. But when Daryl come around, she got you in mind. But he got that magnetic power over.
Remember as well, everything's separation. Everything's taught to separate in today's society. As we said, have one man for this, have another man for the cry shoulder, have another man for the dicking, have another man for the finances. This is the white boy mind, where you separate and you never make a connection between anything.
And see,
we're separate, man. God.
We had these conversations a lot about what is wrong that men do. Today, this morning, we just having a conversation. I'm trying to bring men up on game on women. And that's not to say that all women are cheating, but you need to understand that women choose you, bro. And women just by her nature, to protect herself from getting hurt and getting abused, she's going to manipulate situations to work in her favor. She has to, for her survival. And a lot of times what comes with that is, like I said, and her immaturity at times, because women are immature too, the same way men are. I mean, for every time a man is a dog, for every man that's a dog, unless he's a homosexual, there's a woman providing a service for him. I can think of my time before I got married, and I might have been in a relationship with women, how many women I might have been riding in the car with, and she on the phone with her dude telling her dude she on her way to Keisha's house. But she ready to go get her ass bust by me. And you be sitting in the car driving like, God damn, I wonder if my girl doing the same shit. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's a cycle. Just because you think you dicked it down, you think you the only nigga that ever gave her that type of feeling. No, nigga. Y'all go through something. And y'all break up for a month. And y'all get back together and be back together for 6 months. And then you find out that while y'all was broke up for that 30 days, she slept with Big Dick Daryl again. She went back and fucked him because she was comfortable with him. She know him, and she knows she can get that good sex and the things she want. He was always around. She talked to text that nigga every now and then. She talked to that nigga on the phone when you ain't around. This type of shit exists. But you know what I think another thing is too? We put our women on, we put a lot of times the girls that we wife or the girls that we hold to a higher, that we really like. Because a lot of times as guys, we got girls that we want to fuck, and then we got girls that we like. the ones that we like, we take them out of the girls that I want to fuck category and we put them up on high and find out that those girls is the same as the ones down here. A lot of times. So now when you find out she cheating, you want to go upside her head, or you find out some shit like, we got to keep it a buck. You got to really vet and understand that, man. Like, listen, the same way, you know, you feel like you got some money, you want a higher economic echelon, and you got girls coming at you. Girls got dudes coming at them all day, man. All day. All kinds of dudes that they think is fine, dudes that they may not be fine, but got that paper that can give them stability. But she with you. Can you imagine what she say under her breath when y'all arguing? And you say some real fly shit to her. And she say under her breath, nigga, please, I could be, you know who the fuck I can be with. She ain't gonna say that to you because you might go upside her head. But she's saying that shit under her motherfucking breath, nigga. That nigga she just met last week, that nigga on the job that been trying to get with her for 7 months. That she used to not give him the time of day, but now she going out to lunch with the nigga and you don't know. She ain't giving no pussy yet, but she going out to lunch with that nigga. She on the verge though. Yeah. So you need to understand. You need to understand like what's really going on out here in the society, man. And married, just because you married, you're not exempt from this. You're not exempt from this. So I think that what's up, Doug? Goddamn. Doug in the house. I just think that like a lot of times we spend a lot of times going after the men and beating men down for we beat men down for what men ain't doing. But man, for every man that's cheating, there's a woman providing the services for him. Women cheat more, just damn near as more as men. They call a man a dog, call a woman a bitch. In the street, they looked at it as the same, right? They both dogs. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got niggas out here running wild, slinging dick, doing all kinds of stuff, but who providing the service? These women. Man, and these women learn to be way more crafty than you. You got a woman, man, she can fuck a dude every day, every Wednesday from 2:30 to 3 o'clock. Every Wednesday. You'll never know about it. She says I'm working a double today. Or man, listen. And with dudes, we don't pay attention to that type of shit. Women do, though. We don't pay attention to certain detail like women do. You know, her conversation starts to change. And we live in a society where you can be in the bed with your woman and you can roll over with a hard on and try to get something. She can tell you she's tired. She don't feel like it and you'll accept it. But let you be in the bed with your woman and she roll over, horny and ready for something. And you tell her you tired, you don't feel like it. You cheating, you doing all these different things. But see, these are ways that a woman will manipulate a situation in order to work in her favor. And you let her get away with it. You let her get away with it. But this is part of society. Just think of it for the brothers that's in the chat watching. How many times you wake up in the morning, man, dick pointing up towards the sun, and you ready to go destroy something. She be like, I gotta go to work. My stomach hurt. I don't feel like it. You roll over mad, looking up at the ceiling like, God damn. You thinking about the next chick you ready to go fuck. All that shit, right? But yet and still, you know that if you lay in the bed chilling and your woman come grab on you and you tell her the same shit, man, it'd be the end of the fucking world. She'll lose her fucking mind. She'll lose her fucking mind. You tell her, man, I'm cool. I don't feel like it. I don't want none right now. Fuck was you at last night? That's what she gonna say.
Right.
But this is the type of energy that we've created within the society because we don't pay attention to detail. We don't. As Monica Lamb said, where's that guy? We put women up on a high, the women that we like way up here, and we don't check them on certain shit. Like she say she working a double, motherfucker, ride down there, man, check on, see where she at. See, remember, a woman chose you. So now you're invested in this woman, so you better watch your investment because you got a whole lot of motherfucking hunter-gatherers every day coming after your investment. And these women ain't as strong as you think that they are. Well, she never gave me a reason to think that she would cheat. she ain't gonna give you a reason to think that because nigga, you do everything you want her to do. She wants you to do. Nigga, you do every fucking thing. So no, she's not gonna lose you, but that's not gonna stop her from fucking Big Dick Daryl. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all niggas better start paying attention and making sure you up on your game. See, because you put your best foot forward with this woman that you didn't do with all the other women. So now when shit go awry, go wrong, now all the other women got to pay for it because you put the woman on the pedestal that she should have never been on in the first place. But these are the things that I think as men we got to talk about. It's not about hating a woman. It's about you understanding game, understanding how this thing operates. And when you do understand this game, you'll be able to go approach a woman better. See, a lot of times, like let me tell you something, man. I'm be honest with you. If I found out that my wife was cheating on me, or a woman was cheating on me where I'm at today in my life and what I know, I'm gonna make a bow face and just walk away. Because there's no sense for me to get crazy, grab a gun, go kill a nigga and all that. She gave that nigga the pussy because she wanted to. She gave that nigga the pussy because there's something about him that made her feel like that. Let me see, it's very rare that, watch this, Richie. We can see, I'm gonna tell you something about us dudes. You can meet a girl, and you can meet a girl right there, and right there when you meet her, if she want to give you some pussy, some of you niggas will go fuck her in the alley right away with no intention, no motive, no nothing, and don't even know her name. Or you can meet a girl, fuck her today, don't know her name next week. She walk right up to you, like, you remember me? You be like, from where? That's our nature. When a woman do something, unless she a crack whore or a chick that sell pussy, when a woman does something, more than likely, she's doing it for a reason. There's a reason why she's let that man between her legs. And she has a motive for what she's doing. So what I'm telling y'all dudes, when you find out that your woman is doing this shit, make a bow face and walk away. Because there's a reason why she let that nigga between her legs. And you forgiving her and taking her back, man, let me tell you something. Whatever that man said to her, or however that man was there for her in that type of time, he can do it again. He can do that shit again. I ain't speaking about the dudes that whatever she did when she was before you. I'm talking about the nigga that she done while she's with you. And you're doing for her. You're holding her down. And then some nigga some other hunter-gatherer come up in your tent while you ain't there and get to have his way with her. I'm trying to tell you niggas. So the thing is, you got to realize what you had to go through to get with her. This nigga ain't had to do none of that shit. All this nigga had to do was show up. That's how these entertainers and athletes be coming to town. These girls just run out and their panties just fall down and they come back home and get into bed with you. This bitch done fucked Trey Songz the other night. He ain't have to do shit but show up. But there's niggas like that in the hood too. There's that nigga on her job. That nigga she met while she was coming out her job, walking to the car with that suit on, that 6'3" nigga with that suit on, that was looking down at her like, excuse me, you got a minute? She looked up at that nigga and her panties got moist. Yeah, she took that nigga number. See, you got to understand, you dudes got to understand, man. Like, listen, now I'm going to get to what you niggas should be doing. Yeah, we hunter-gatherers, Monica Land. We conquer, man, and then we move on. A woman is an adapter. A woman knows when you step to her, okay, this nigga wants some pussy. What's this approach? Every man got a different approach as to how he wants to get in that thing. So you can open your mouth and say the wrong thing and fuck it up, or you can open your mouth and say the right thing and get it. Some of you niggas ain't even got to talk. Your shit show for itself. She already ready to give it to you. So the remedy what's up, O'Shea? Now the remedy, a lot of you dudes, what you have to do is this, man. And there's no cure for it because you can't stop a woman from doing what she's gonna do. But what you can do, you brothers got to focus on you. You got to make sure you have your finances in order. You got to make sure you have all your ducks in order, and don't always put all your attention on that woman. Because when you make your life or predicate your life all around that woman, Everything that you do is based on her. A lot of these women take that for granted. A woman has to see that you're doing for you. Make a woman, sometimes make a woman guess, what are you doing? Where is he at? But if she don't ever have to guess that shit, and you always up under her ass, you ain't never got no time to develop you. So now when something go wrong, it's all her fault. Man, I gave everything to this bitch. Oh my God, man, I gave her everything. Because you never focused on yourself. So now she leave you, you broke, and you ain't got the goddamn woman. No, get your finances in order. Get certain things going on in your life that doesn't always include her. Whereas though she make her invest her time in you. Make her invest her time, her economics, her every aspects of her life in you. Don't invest everything in her where she's just receiving all of you, but she's not putting nothing back in. Make her invest her time and things in you where she be less reluctant to go give herself to another nigga because she got too much invested in you. Y'all not doing that shit. You just got this girl. She got some good pussy. She look real good. So you just giving her everything, all of yourself. And she ain't got to give you nothing back. Her giving you some pussy ain't nothing because she done gave that to Fred, Daryl, and everybody else. That's normal. But her giving you her time and her giving you things that's valuable. See, we don't see our sex organs as valuable. We just frisbee that shit away anyway. Make her put things in her time, her efforts. If you with a woman, she got a mentality like, well, I don't give a fuck, well, fuck it then. Every time y'all argue, she talk about leaving. That's a red flag, nigga. She ain't invested. Every argument y'all get, she talking about leaving you. Every argument y'all get, she like, fuck you then, nigga. And then 10 minutes later, she trying to be your friend again. Why is she saying that in her mind? Because she still got Big Dick Daryl on her mind. Fuck it then, nigga. I ain't got to be with you. Because she figured she just go fuck with Big Dick Daryl. But when she got time in and she invested in more than just past sex, she's less likely to do that. But you ain't giving her a chance because, nigga, you just giving her everything. Where you at, Richie? You there, Richie?
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
I'm just trying to get these niggas the game for free, man. Like, listen, man. Y'all dudes got y'all brothers, man. Y'all gotta learn how to be problem solvers. Black men, learn how to be problem solvers. You want to be a hunter gatherer? That's the problem right there, right?
There's no critical thinking, and there's no value system to ourselves. Yeah, there's no value system to the energy transfer that goes on when you meet a woman and you're fucking and you're making love and all of these different modes that you find yourself in. It's a cheapened situation now. We're taught, again, it's Biggie's lyrics, I don't chase them, I replace them. But that has been taken to the extreme now, where there is no balance now. There's no effort being put into anything. There's no maintenance, because again, we can talk about shit women, we can talk about shit men, but the realness of it is, if you find yourself in a relationship, that shit requires maintenance constantly. That's the key element. For you to even know, as George is saying, for you to get an inkling of you being with someone's shit, it's going to take you being real and maintaining within that relationship. That's the clearest way to see when someone opposite you is shit. Do what you need to do, represent. So when they're not reciprocating, when they're not mirroring what you're giving, it's easier for you to step. It's easier for you to leave with less shit on your head and on your chest, because you know you represented and did what you need to do. And trust me, we're in the age of giving a good interview. You know, that's what happens all the time. You meet a woman, you meet a man, they give the best interview, they talk a good one, that everything around them superficially looks great. So you jump in with both feet. But again, is it really about that? And if you're trying to maintain that shit all the time on a level, this is where you will start to understand who you're dealing with. When you're presented with real life options, Yeah, that aren't always easy. And as George said, if every argument is ending with, yeah, it's over, yeah, it's over. If you're becoming expendable, if the talk and the language out of someone's mouth is that kind of way, there's a problem. You're not being valued. Yeah, that's why it's always going to come back down to how you value yourself. That's why my man's saying again, deal with your shit, make sure you're on point. Then it makes it a lot easier to deal with someone else because you know yourself. Then you can stand on your square, whether you want to give in, whether you want to compromise with your woman, or whether you want to say, no, this is me and it can't change, and you're going to have to accept this part of me, and we're going to have to move forward, or not at all. But again, it's about clear defining of a situation. And remember, these conversations that me and George are having and that we're talking to you guys, this only applies to certain people. Because remember, if your aim is to just fuck, run, have fun, do your thing, don't listen to us. We're chatting shit. You won't understand half of what we're saying. But if you really want to stop the negative routine of going through this situation, which again, as we've said, you can never really stop it. There's always pretenders out there. But if you want to try to lessen that, then you're going to have to get real with your assessments of yourself and of the people that you're seeing and of how you're seeing them, where you're meeting them, the scenarios that you're setting up to judge someone by. These are all the facets that we need to relook at and we need to reevaluate, and we need to do it within the confines of universal law, meaning do it from the standpoint as a real man, do it from the standpoint as a real woman. Don't try to change roles and expect women to start acting more like you. Don't expect to be more like a gyal and wait online for the gyal to come to you and do this and that. No, you got to keep it real and deal with this shit.
And on top of that, I heard a brother said, if you can't control her, you shouldn't even be with her. Be damned if I get played. Well, I'll say this, my beloved brother. You not really, ain't no man controlling no woman. A woman will manipulate the situation and cater to your ego to make you believe that you in control. You're not in control. Which, once you understand that, that's when you can begin to be in control. Don't ever think that you control these women. These women, tell you, they are adapters. I want the brothers to understand this. Women adapt and manipulate the situation to work in her favor. She has to, because she can't beat you physically. So she plays the mental game. A woman will cater to your ego like a motherfucker and call you daddy and be submissive to you and all that type of shit to lure you right on in. Once you understand that, you'll put women in positions to make them put in just as much as you put in. And then they'll say, oh man, this shit is work. But y'all not making these women work because you like this woman. She look good. Or that woman got that thing is crazy. Man, I'm in the barbershop with these brothers. I'm in a circle with brothers when brothers fall for that girl. And you like, and brothers go ham. And I'm just saying to myself, like, there goes another one. There goes another one. So like, this is therapy for brothers. Whereas though we can start building brothers up to learn to be problem solvers and understanding women. A woman, because a woman chooses you, she has to be taught how to respect you and respect what you do. How many times y'all brothers in the chat room get with a woman and in an argument, she say, well, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do. Because she doesn't value what you're doing because she's looking at that as that's what you're supposed to be doing. Not realizing that, no, not really. I'm choosing to do this because I like you, because I chose to step to you. Now, when you chose me, because I like you, I'm choosing to share my resources with you. Because I want to keep you around. So I'm doing everything that I can possibly do to keep you in my presence, to keep you around, and to keep the other hunter-gatherers off of you. I'm even overcompensating. But then she turn around and tell you, nigga, that's what you're supposed to be doing. That shit be crushing you niggas. Because you put her up here and you're not making her, you're not forcing her to put in. And reason why you're not forcing her to put in, for fear of losing her. And nigga, you already done fucking lost her when you operate in that way. I know, because I've been there. You afraid to talk to her a certain way. The way you talk to Keisha, you won't dare talk to Gina that way. Because you might lose Gina. Because Gina don't give a fuck. Because you never made Gina put in just as much as you put in. These are the issues, man. These are the issues. You talk to fucking Keisha any kind of way. Call her a bitch. Might even go upside her head at times. But you got with motherfucking Gina. You ain't gonna do none of that shit. You scared to death to even holler at Gina. See, so what's going on, Riz? We gotta have these type of conversations for brothers, man. And the reason why I just had it in the morning, man, I wanted to put this stuff in y'all head early in the morning, man. When you coming out, man, listen, make your woman work for that. Make your woman work for your heart. Stop just giving it all away, man. That woman ain't gonna always love you like your mama did. Make that woman work for your heart. Make her put in something. Stop being afraid, because if you put these demands on her at times the same way she should put demands on you, and you lose her, then she was never there in the first place. She was never there in the first place. If she all in, I ain't talking about the woman you just want to fuck. I'm talking about the woman you want.
Oh shit! Shout out to Omega Dreads. Yeah, he's killing me.
Omega.
Man, he said he had a home girl. Yeah. Who said she was tired of herself, so he squeezed her neck and made her realize that she wasn't done with life. You're stupid. Yeah. Oh.
Monica said, George, you fucking up my George, you messing with my Christmas gift and birthday gift. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because a woman got suckers born every day. Even in a pimp game, right? Pimps don't control their hoes. Them hoes choose to be controlled, man. Them hoes can get up and walk away anytime they want. Some women just choose to be up under the leadership and guidance of men, depending on their upbringing. But a lot of times, man, another pimp can come right by and steal them from them. That's why they gotta constantly monitor their hoes. No, man, women make that choice, man. That's why you gotta be willing. That's why you gotta be willing to be manly and either have your finances together, have your shit together, or make this woman put in. You got to put in too. Because, like I said, man, listen, man, the game is the game. You think you run a game on these hoes? They run it. They already got game ran on you from the first time you walk up. I hang around. I got a lot of homegirls. I know how the game go. I got older sisters, man. I used to see the game. One dude come over, he got the BMW. You know what I'm saying, Richie? He come over, drop off some money, and then another. Listen, I learned the game from my older sister. And then I see
the game is set by nature. That's where it gets too deep. That's what people don't understand. We can put all of these modern day constructs on the conversation, but the realness of it is nature's already set it that as men, we're running after women. We're bringing the twigs back to the nest and hoping that she approves them. That's just the fact of it. So when you understand that, that's when you really get, up on game and you understand your position out here, because it's set already. You're not going to get out of it. Yeah, as you said, even the pimp has to come with a certain style or a certain way of being to attract them women, for them to allow him to govern them in that way. But you ain't going to get out of the game, no matter what way you look at it or try to go about it.
Let's attack it from this angle now. Let's do it from this angle. Now we're in the aspect of women now with the good job, the car, the house, holding shit down, and all you there for is dick. When she feel like it, you driving her car, you home with the kids. She out in the world with the money and everything else, still with the same dudes coming at her every day. and she doesn't see you as that authoritative figure that can give her stability. You can just give her some good dick, but she can get. Listen, it's black men, man. Then goes everywhere. She can get that any motherfucking way. Now what? You ain't where you want to be financially. You ain't where you want to be mentally. Because when the man finances ain't right, he ain't right up here. So when you ain't right up here, your finances ain't right, and the only thing you got working for you is your dick. You ain't the only nigga with a big dick. And you ain't the only, most likely you ain't the only nigga that ever dicked her down and made her holler. So now she got her own money. She don't need you for that. She got her own house. She don't need you for that. She got her own car. She don't need you for that. So she used you for dick. But she can get that too. She can get that from the same dude that got stability. That's an authoritative figure. Women yield to authoritative figures, men that know what they want, know who they are, know who they going. That's what get women's panties moist.
Straight.
When she can look up to that man, put her head on his chest and say, I'm good. When she can't get that from you, nigga, you in trouble. You in serious trouble. You think because you bust her ass real good last night, had her shaking all on the bed and sweating that you, man, she doesn't have that shit before you. She done had that shit before you. She can get that shit again without you. Most likely she getting that shit every Tuesday from 2:30 to 3 o'clock anyway. You just don't know.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, brothers, man. So y'all brothers got to understand the game, man. And these type of talks is necessary for black men because we don't have these type of conversations because we don't want to be transparent. We got to walk around. We macho. We big. Man, I ain't got no problems with my hoes. I got my hoe. No, you don't, nigga. Nigga, you got all kinds of fucking problems with women. That's why you so fucking angry. That's why all your content is about what black women ain't doing. Because you don't know what the fuck you doing. Hey, real dudes that got the game down ain't sitting around making videos about black women all motherfucking day. As black men, we've been taught to think with our dicks, our heads between the legs, and not the head up here. You got to fuck a woman mentally before you fuck her physically. You got to mind fuck that woman. And if you ain't mind fuck, anybody can go fuck the shit out this woman. I got to keep telling y'all that. Man, we black men. You ain't the only nigga hanging. You ain't the only nigga. You ain't the only nigga putting it down. But not too many dudes know how to express themselves in a way where a woman understands. Because a woman and a man operates different in a way. A woman thinks differently than a man. A woman, because she has to manipulate a situation to work in her favor, because she can't beat you physically, she thinks differently. You ever be sitting with your woman, brothers? And your girl get in the car when you pick her up from work, or when she come in from work, and she goes to tell you what happened on the job. Instead of her getting right to the point, she tells, well, my girlfriend Gina and my supervisor. You like, bitch, just get to the fucking point. Because we hunter-gatherers, we go right to the gusto. A woman has a different way of explaining something. And she tells you, oh, you just don't listen to me. You're so not understanding. But when a woman gets with a type of dude when a dude understands how to mind fuck a woman and manipulate her mind back, stop thinking just with your dick. Think with your mind. Think with your imagination. You are an observer as a man. Think with your mind. When you think with your mind, you be able to see shit that she shows you. When she's cheating, man, a lot of her patterns change up. The way she's dressed when she's going to work, the way she speaks, the way the way when you've been with a woman for a while and you used to touching this woman a certain way and she lets another man in between y'all, when you touch her, it's going to be different. But if you're not using your mind and thinking, you're not even going to see it as a man. Right. When another man goes into her, opposite from you, that changes the whole trajectory. But you won't see it when you're not thinking with your mind. All you trying to do is bust a nut. Man, I'm horny as shit. I can't wait till my girl get home. But you ain't even watching it. Look, just something as simple as look at the panty and bra set that she put on before she get up and go to work. Just look at it. See, you think it's nothing. Pay attention to that type of shit. You know, it's the little shit that you got to pay attention to, the little nuances. But you're so busy trying to get to the gusto. Sometimes just sit there and listen to your woman. Let her beat around the bush before she get to the point. Because then you'll start to understand your woman and how she operates. But when you don't do that, you with a woman that you don't even know. You could be with a woman for 10 years and don't know her because you never took the fucking time to know her. Then when you find out shit is fucked up, now you're going crazy. Yeah, look at the type of perfumes that she wear when she with you and when she's not, when she's going out with her girlfriends and not in your presence, or going to work and not in your presence. The way she putting her makeup on when she not with you. Because a lot of times, man, you get with that girl, and when y'all first get together, it's all love. She got the thong on in the bed. You walk in the room, she laying on her stomach with the thong on, watching TV. You stand in the doorway like, what the fuck? 6 months into the relationship, you don't even get that shit no more. She got a fucking scarf on her head and some fucking bloomers or some grandma, some period drawers on and a fucking t-shirt. But she done got comfortable. She don't feel as though she got to do all that type of shit. That ain't the fucking woman that you signed up for. That's not the woman that you gave your resources to. So why are you allowing that shit? You signed up for the woman that was able to wow you, that was able to make you feel a certain way. But now she in the bed with the covers on and the light off, with a long t-shirt on and some grandmom drawers and a fucking scarf. Came in from work, didn't even take a shower after she got in. She jumped right in the bed because she was tired. She got up and took her shower in the morning to get ready to go to work. You watching her smelling all good, got the thong on, all freshed up. You laying in the bed with a rock hard. She ain't paying you no mind. She getting ready to go to work. You allow that shit. But a certain dude she get where she knows she can't do that shit with. She coming from work, she get showered real good, put her thong on, get in the bed because she knows she got to serve that nigga. Which nigga are you? Which nigga are you? Which black man are you? Are you that man that when she comes from home from work, she's thinking about ways that she has to serve you? Or you that dude when you come home from work, man, you like a burden to her. Nigga, I'm tired. I don't feel like you right now. I got to go to work tomorrow. Which man are you? What example that you set early on to make her believe that type of behavior with you is okay? Because you put her up here on high. And she never had to put into nothing and work for nothing. I'm just trying to get y'all game, man. I'm trying to get y'all game. There's a lot of married brothers that's with these kind of women. In the beginning, it was great. It was fucking awesome. You know, it was fucking awesome. She did all kinds of shit. Motherfucker, you on your way to work, nigga, you get head at the door, all that shit. She don't do that shit no more. Because she was only manipulating you to get you to where she wanted you to where she wanted. Because she was with Big Dick Darryl and all them. None of them did that. So she said to herself, when I get away from this nigga I'm with now, the next nigga I get, I'm going to make sure I do everything to lure that nigga in. To get that nigga trapped in my love nest. And once she got you, she stopped doing all that shit. And now you crying in the barbershop to your homies. You walking around upset and depressed. Because you are allowing it. You are allowing it. And now you at the strip club. Now you looking for other hoes to fuck outside of your woman. Because you're not demanding that you get this from your woman. And if this woman is not willing to do it, then maybe she was never your woman in the first place. You should be careful who you give your resources to. A lot of times I be having to find myself talking to brothers. He done went upside his girl head because she done did this, that, and the third. And the first thing I say to brothers is, what did you allow? They get mad and fuck you mean what I allow? What the fuck did you allow? You a man. Why is she doing this in your presence? What are you letting her get away with where in her mind, she figured that this type of behavior is cool? See, we don't like to take self-reflection, man. Yeah, she got your boxers on in the bed and shit. She used to wear thongs. But guess what? She wear thongs when it's time to go to work. But she wear thongs when it's time to go to work. But she used to get in the bed. She used to sleep naked in the bed with you when y'all first got together. Not now. Not now. These are the things. But see, this is what happens when you don't mind fuck the woman. You just spent time fucking her. And this is the shit. This is the shit that we gotta realize, man. Listen, this thing right now, man, is game for guys. Game for guys. It is something. See, we always talk about the shit that niggas do, but we never talk about the shit that women do, the game that women play. So this morning we talking about the games that women play. I don't care if she married or she your girl, just your girl. They all do the same shit. And if you don't put your foot down and demand to be treated a certain way, the same way they do. So remember, she chose you. And in her choosing you, she's going to demand that you treat her a certain way in order for you to keep her. So now you got to put demands on her too. See, you get with this woman and she was 5'6", 135 pounds with a 40-inch ass. Banking. 2 kids. She 5'6" now, 205 pounds. Don't take care of herself no more. She's self-conscious. She's angry at herself. So now she's angry at you for putting them 2 babies inside of her. She don't treat you the same way. She don't look the same naked no more. And she's not willing to take care of herself. Now you out. Now you got a new girlfriend. See, all this stuff plays factors, man. So you gotta set up parameters and set up situations where she can put in, but she can also be comfortable. She have your babies. Set up certain situations where the babies can be watched, and she can go take care of herself. She can go get back in shape and get that body back right. She can be eating right. Because we're visual creatures, and you want that woman to keep sort of that similar visual. You don't want it to be a drastic change to the point where you like, this ain't the fucking woman. This ain't the woman that I signed up for. Now you out here doing fuck shit too. So it's just a lot, man. It's a lot that we don't talk about. And I get tired of seeing these dudes on this YouTube, man, bash and bang on women. And I'm like, a lot of times I be saying to niggas, nigga, it's your fault. You rely on this shit. You rely on these women to run wild. Because you like her so much that you never really made her put into nothing. So then she get with that one dude that she really like and want to be with. Shit that she do to you, she won't do to that nigga. Shit that she put you through, she won't put that nigga through. And then that nigga end up doing her wrong. And then she come back. You ever notice, some of y'all dudes in the chat, you ever notice how you with your girl and she putting you through all kinds of changes, denying you sex, fucking you when she feel like it. There's a lot of arguments in the house. And then all of a sudden, watch this, Richie. All of a sudden, out of the blue, she come home one day and being real nice to you. She want to get married. She want to do right with you. You know why? Because that side nigga she was fucking with cut her the fuck off.
Facts.
That side nigga that she was thinking about being with, other than you, stop fucking with her. She found out that side nigga went back to his fucking wife. So now she coming back to you. She fucking and sucking you again. She wants to be into what you into. You watching the football game. She comes to sit down and watch the game with you. She wants to go out with you. She wants to do now it's all about you. You roll over in the middle of the night to put it in. She lift her leg up and let you. But 2 months before that, she was giving you her ass to kiss because she was still fucking around with Big Dick Daryl. But when it don't work out with Big Dick Daryl, she come back to you. She come back to you now. And she's willing to be submissive and do all these different things. But you brothers don't see this shit because you don't pay a fuck attention. You don't pay attention. You thinking that these women ain't out here doing what you do. Your woman. Now, we know these women is out here hoeing, but you're not thinking that your woman. You're not thinking your woman is doing this shit. And she is. A lot of them are. Trust me. Most of the 90% of the cheating go on the job. It's going on down at that job.
Right.
She around them more than she around you. Because I'm going to tell you something. When both of y'all work, she go to work for 8 or 12 hours a day. She come home, y'all sit for 2 hours and go to sleep. She get up and do it again. She see that nigga way more than she see you. See what I'm saying? So you going through all this trouble. She taking you through all these different changes. Then all of a sudden one day she just want to get it right with you. And you trying to figure out, you looking at her like she crazy. She want to hug and kissing on you while she kissing on you. You looking at her like this. Damn, bitch, I ain't used to it. You done got unused to it. Yeah. because Big Dick Daryl went back with his wife. He don't want her. She had plans of leaving you, nigga. She was choosing somebody else. So the best thing you brothers can do is get your finances in order. Get your life in order. Walk with your chest up and your chin up. Walk with your chest up and your chin up and become that male authoritative figure that a woman can respect, that she knows she has to respect. If you ain't that guy, then you in trouble. You in trouble. Because a woman respect authoritative figures, man. Women respect authoritative figures. You ain't got to go upside your woman's head to get her to acquiesce to what you want her to do. You ain't got to do that. You got to mind fuck that woman. Stop trying to get in her pussy every 3 seconds. Get in her mind first. A woman, let me tell you something. A woman will give you her ass before she give you her heart and mind. So if you running to get in the pussy and you ain't got a heart and mind, nigga, you already lost. You know how many times a woman just go fuck a dude before she even give her heart? That's normal to her. But if you went around this woman, she like, damn, this nigga ain't never trying to, like, she got the thong on, she got the good smelling perfume on, and her mind and her way to woo you in is to fuck you. And you like, no, I'm good right now. Or you busy. Or you getting your shit together. You'll find out whether you should be with that woman or not. You'll find out. But you niggas can't hold out. You niggas falling short. And then you blaming her when the shit don't go right. No, nigga, that was your fault. She been who she was. She been that way. It's you the problem. You want to bust it open right away. No, nigga, slow down. Take your fucking time. Nigga, if that ain't chick you just fucking and paying to leave, but you like this chick and you want her to be around, take your time. We pay hoes to leave. You fucking duck hoes. But the chick that you want to keep around, take your time. See, because her methods is going to use you. Her methods is going to cater to your ego, manipulate your ego, and make you feel like you that king. A lot of times the women get in there and make all kinds of fucking fake ass high on the noises and do all kinds of passionate shit to you on Monday and on Thursday. You still thinking about that pussy. She got you. Hook, line, and sinker, nigga. She's sitting there laughing at all your jokes. She's sitting there giving you her time. She giving you the googly eyes. And as men, a lot of times you ain't used to that. Oh, she like me. You see the way she look at me? You see the way she laugh at my jokes? She catering to your fucking ego, nigga. Because she saw you coming a mile away. And you got to understand this shit. Understand, okay, I see her game. Here she laughing at all my jokes. She's showing up when I'm here. I'm going to the cubicle to get some water. She right there. I walk by. She give me that side eye. Okay, cool. I get it. You got to act like you get that from all women. You may not, but act like you get that off from all women. And don't be in a rush to get up in that ass because she going to trap you. And we don't have enough dudes. We don't have enough OGs giving these young guys game, man. Understand how this shit work. And I only know this shit because I've been there. I'm not telling y'all nothing that I haven't experienced. I've done all that shit. Chasing the ass instead of chasing the mind. Getting all caught up in that shit. All caught up in the sex part. And can't get my mind right. And she knows she can manipulate that shit to treat me any kind of way she want. And I say, fuck you, bitch, I'm leaving. And by the time I get to that door, I'm thinking about ways to stay. Because I can't get enough of that ass. But when you start thinking here, now you in your God self. Because all is imagination in mind. And you can manifest different things, black man. We got to understand these type of things. Richie, man, this shit is, she mad. It's just army. he said when she mad, D-Red, oh, no, that was Omega Dress. D-Red said what it do. He said, yeah, when she mad, just arm it. Yeah, but we need think tanks like this, Richie, where brothers can come express themselves and they don't have to be, they can be transparent. They don't have to be all macho. And yeah, man, I got it going on in my house. No, you don't, nigga. You's a bitch in your house. Your woman run that shit.
We always gonna need therapy. You get me? That's how men deal with certain situations. We need the group. We need to talk. But the realness of it is, we need to have a solution. It can't just be an hour-long talk about shit with no real direction of where you're supposed to go. And the realness of it is look inward, not outward more, and you will understand what time it is. And again, all these shit women out here that we're talking about, all these tricks of the trade, remember, by you sharpening your own steel, that's how you're going to cut through the bullshit a lot quicker. When you on bullshit, you're not going to see the bullshit. This is the connective tissue of it all. This is where I have to add the importance of the black family. This is why if we don't understand how we're coming together and how we're selecting our mates, it don't make sense us keep having these conversations about where black people are going, because this is the first equation we got to crack. Yeah, it don't matter what you achieve in your individual status. It's not going to go nowhere if we don't crack this code right here. If we don't know how to build legacy properly, it's dead in the war before it begins. So the stakes are high. You understand? The stakes are high. That's why George is putting it down. That's why we was talking from early. Yeah. And us as men, we got to know our power, our true power. We know the physical power, but do you know your mental power? Do you know your spiritual power? Are you in line with those things? Because today's society, everything's pulling you apart, especially as a black man. You're drawn upon for your physical prowess. Yeah, you're looked down upon for your mental prowess. There's not even any time to consider your spiritual prowess. So when you just consider those three little factors about you as a man, and the fact that you need to align that a lot more, take time for yourself, know yourself, and inherently, the beauty of nature say up that by the time you do know yourself, when you step to that woman, that's the same shit she's looking for, whether or not she knows how to deal with it or not. But that is the shit they're looking for ultimately. So again, you know, for the people that are small-minded, who are in a box, they'll look at these conversations as separatist conversations that have no connection. But for those that know, for those that are in the right mind, you will understand how this all connects and how by looking inward, you're going to deal with the outward. Yeah, you're going to understand the reflection of the person sitting opposite you.
You know what's funny, Rich? You know what's funny? You begin to understand why, you know, older times they said that a man should already have something before he get with a woman. A man should already have his home. A man should already have his finances in order before he even take on a woman. Now this stuff comes full circle in the conversation, because when a man already has his thing going and then he takes on a woman, he already has his best foot forward and knows what it is that he's doing. And he should be better able to vet that woman. And that woman can look at him and see stability, where she'd be more willing to be submissive. But we just going and we just getting with the woman before we even have ourselves together. And that term, oh, y'all just gonna grow together. No, bro, you gotta already have your shit together. You gotta already experience life and already know the pitfalls and the setbacks and all these different things. A lot of times, man, you going through. A lot of you brothers are in relationships with women when you shouldn't even, at times in your life where you shouldn't even be in relationships with women. There shouldn't be a woman in your life right now when you're going through your trials and tribulations and your ups and downs and all these different things on certain levels. Because by the time y'all get it together, there's a lot of damage that can't be repaired. You see this shit. You see this shit on a lot of levels, man. As a man, like, we should already have our shit intact, or we should be working to get our shit intact. But a lot of that comes from not having a father, where the father passes down what your role is and what you should be doing. And we're not being taught that, so we're learning on the fly. We're learning how to be we're learning how to be adults and young adults on we're not growing into these situations. We're learning on the fly. We're making a lot of mistakes as men.
But George, let me say this, yeah. If I think in today's society, obviously we're financially challenged, men and women certain times, but definitely the black man. But one of the things I believe strongly, that if you can't critically think about how a person is formed, in the sense of you meet a woman, if you can't come to the understanding of why she is the woman she is standing before you, in a sensible way, then you're not ready to be with someone in a full-term relationship.
Right.
Because that's the thinking that's needed for you to not lose your mind, for you to judge and have attainable goals within your relationship. Only if you can analyze clearly that person's past, present, and honestly talk to them about their future. If those things aren't happening, then you're already on a losing battle for me personally. Because I know a lot of dudes, they got money, you know, they can provide a lot of material stuff, which again is a nice temporary fix. But again, I've been in situations where I haven't had shit, and I'm fucking guys, girls who are with people who have money, but because they don't know how to truly analyze their partner, they know nothing about that woman. So again, it doesn't really matter about the materials. You're gonna lose her anyway.
Hey,
because as soon as someone taps into that, she's gone.
Hey, you know what's funny, Richie? Some of the, you know, when I was out in the world like that, some of the easiest women to fuck was niggas with money.
Right.
Niggas with money, like they women be getting fucked like crazy. See,
because you covering the gaps with a new handbag or new shoes. Like I had friends like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You doing it 1,000 times. Like I had a good friend, always getting caught cheating. Must have got caught cheating at least between 7 to 10 times. But used to buy his wifey, you know, £800 shoes and £500 handbags, and she went on like it was all good. And I used to tell him, look, one day when she decides to blow on you, there ain't no bag, coat, shoes that's gonna cover that shit. And when she did decide to blow, and to his detriment, this is after he's had a child with her, she ran through the crew. She fucked everybody that he knew. Yeah, she went to the heart of the issue and she cut him deep. But again, it's this misnomer that we have in today's society that we can plug gaps with finances and these superficial things. It don't work. At the base, again, nature has already set it. It's preordained that it's got to be set by things higher than just finances. So if you don't understand how to look at your woman, analyze where she's come from and why she's talking to you a certain way and why she behaves a certain way and why you receive her a certain way, then you're always going to be lost. You're always going to be chasing your tail, and you're always going to be reproducing more confused semen out there.
But it goes, and like I said, it goes back to mind fucking the woman before you physically fuck that woman. I don't care what I don't care what your finances are. But I mean, there's a lot of dudes I know that were so-called major players in the game and getting money, and they girls was getting fucked by regular niggas. The same dude with $5 million in the house, that chick is fucking the dude with $5 million in the house and the dude with a $50,000 a year job. So yeah, you running around, you got the Benz, you in and out, but she fucking a regular dude too. It's the same shit. You think because you hit a different tax bracket that you got? No, dude. You're not mind fucking these women. You're not learning how to listen to a woman and listen to a woman's plight and learn how a woman operates, where you can manipulate the. See, manipulation ain't always bad. You can manipulate the situation into the way that you think in order for it to be a balance between the both of y'all for it to work. I don't want to manipulate my marriage into a situation where it just works for me. Because if it just works for me and not my wife, somebody else is going to end up fucking my wife. I need my situation I need to manipulate it to the point where our minds are become one, two hearts living in one mind, where we're connected. We're connected. And this purpose, this walk, this journey that we're walking in is serving both of us. But if it's only serving her, or only you're going to cheat. If it's only serving you, she's going to cheat. Because all you wanted to do was bust it open. No, she's a receiver of what you give her. So what are you giving, black man? What are you giving your woman? Are you giving a hard dick and no mind? Because you don't have the mindset to be able to articulate your emotions and feelings. So all you giving is hard dick, balls deep, and you think you did something. No, man. She can get that anywhere. You got to give her something that she ain't used to getting from a dude. When you are in a position with a woman where she's comfortable around you and she knows that you don't need nothing from her, she's more inclined to listen. She's more inclined to give you her attention now because she's trying to figure out damn, I put my best foot forward with this nigga. He act like I'm not even here. Like he ain't trying to get at me the way of all the other niggas have. What's up with this guy? He's interested. You got to get to that level, man. But you need some self-discipline, brothers. A lot of you brothers on here complaining about women don't have no self-control and self-discipline within your own life to attract the things in your life that you want. And these are the things, these are the problems. It's not the woman, it's you. You don't have the self-discipline to attract the type of woman in your life that you want. But you got to manipulate the situations where it works on an even playing field for the both of you guys. I'm speaking about the woman that you want. Not because I need women to understand. We put y'all in different categories the same way y'all put us in different categories. We got the woman that we just want to, watch this, Richie. Tell me if I'm wrong, Richie. We got the woman that we just want to fuck. And then we got we walk up to her real confidently. Drop game. What's up, man? All that shit. But then when you find that girl that you really like, a lot of times, man, you don't even know how to approach her, what to say, because you're too scared to be rejected. They might, man, just go approach her. You be like, no, man, hold on, man. I mean, you trying to figure out ways and trying to get your shit right. But that girl, you just want to bust it open. Man, you walk right up to her and like, what is hitting for? But when it's that girl that you like, really like, you got to get your mind right. It's all in your approach and how you conduct yourself when you with this woman, man. You got to mind fuck this woman. You can't get at that woman the same way you got at the other chick because you're going to screw yourself over. She see you coming a mile away because a woman has to protect herself that way. She say, I got a sucker. Because that woman might not have matured into her womanhood yet. So she might see your kindness and not realize that you are a knight in shining armor. You are the greatest man that she's ever going to meet. But she don't realize that yet because she's still immature. She still has 1,000 fucking options. So she doesn't see that she has a pot of gold standing in front of her until it's over. And she be sitting there on Ayana like, I had a great man and I fucked him over. I fucked his brother. I'm sorry. And all that type shit. So you got to vet the woman. So as we begin to close out Richie, then I'll say some words. But I just wanted to bring this game to the brothers early in the morning before you get out. Get up and get the kids ready for school. Before you go to work, I wanted to drop this game on the brothers. Fuck the game. Don't let the game fuck you.
That's it.
Come on, Richie.
Now, we covered the basics this morning. I mean, as always, big up to the chat room. Everybody that's been there. Big up to Information, man. Big up to Omega Dreads this morning. He's been killing it. Adding some humor to the conversation. Yeah, trust me. But, you know, again, there's nothing really more to say, but self-analyzation leads to a better understanding of your environment. And it's all about situational awareness. That's what we're talking about right now. Whether you're by yourself, whether you're with someone, whether you're married, whether you're looking to get married, it's about situational awareness. And you can't have that unless you know yourself. So strive to know yourself and to love yourself. Because if you don't do that, if you don't crack that code, everything else is just going to be a blur. Everything else is going to be a miss. Yeah, and that's where you're going to end up settling for something that you don't really want to be with. And again, that's where we create more shit people that are walking around ignorant, behave in a certain way, and perpetuating the same stereotypes and attitudes that we're trying to get out of the community. So the stakes are high, people. Yeah, but it's been fun. It's been nice. It's been informative. Big up to everyone. If you don't know about Black Eyes TV7, go and subscribe, please. Support. See how we're doing things over here in the UK. See certain collaborations with the USA and other places. And yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. Big up, George.
Yeah, you know, I want to thank everybody for coming and watching this morning too, on your commute to work, taking your kids to school and all these different things. But we got to I'm going to start my Friday conversations back up because we got to have these transparent conversations with black men. I believe that before black men even take on a wife, we have to practice love towards each other. I don't want none of you Negroes around my daughters if you don't have love for the black man first. Because if we live in communities of black men and black women, and if the black men in that community don't have love for me, what's to stop that black man from trying to fuck my wife? What's to stop that black man from trying to take my life? What's to stop the black man for trying to step on me in order to get some type of financial gain over me? But if black men got love for each other and black men are holding each other accountable, automatically the community becomes protected. If I want for my brother the same things that I want for myself, I would never try to fuck another man's woman. Because I know I know that cycle comes back around to me too. Because we create that atmosphere within the community. So if you have a promiscuous woman, but you got black men holding each other accountable, that woman ain't gonna have no choice but to get in line. So learn to mind fuck the game. Mind fuck that woman, and then you will find out if that woman is lined up with your purpose. Get with the woman that's lined up with your purpose, that's willing to put in. If she's not lined up with your purpose and she's reluctant to put in, and every argument you have, she's talking about breaking up, then that ain't the woman that you need to be with. But mind fuck that woman. So what you well endowed? So what you got a great job? So what you a great guy? That don't always mean that you're going to find that great woman right away. You have to take these steps to vet that woman. You have to take the steps. And you have to discipline yourself to bring the things into your life that you want, the things in your life that you feel like you deserve. If you ain't taking these steps and you ain't valuing yourself and your time and loving yourself enough to keep it in your pants for a while until you get to know this woman, then shame on you as a man. Shame on you as a man. I said in the live stream on O'Shea channel that we actually, as men, consciously and unconsciously breed boys to men to prey on women by our actions because we're too busy trying to bust it open. A woman will walk by the barbershop or walk by us on the stoop. The first thing we'll say is, man, I'll fuck the shit out of that woman. Because our sense of power and control is what's between our legs. Our sense of power and being in control is the way we dick a woman down and not the way we think. We have to learn how to think and be problem solvers and create things. What's between your legs comes later. So when we can teach black men to learn to be problem solvers and think with their minds, we can begin to manifest the realities that we want. We can begin to bring the type of women into our lives that we want. But it starts with accountability, brothers. So remember, I love y'all. I love my family. I love my people more than they hate themselves. And I pray to the universal creator most high that these words was enough to inspire you. These words was enough to make you look at yourself in the mirror and make change. These words was enough to make you look at your children and know you have to make change. This information was enough. I hope this information for free enough to give you brothers game, to make you have enough self-love within yourself to take the right steps to get the woman that you want. It's not all about the way you put it down on her. It's the way you think. So remember, use your heads, brother. Think. Pay attention to the small stuff. Sit and listen to your woman. If she takes 2 hours to get to one point, sit and listen to it. Because then that way you'll get to know your woman. Stop being with a woman for 5 and 10 years and you don't even know this woman because you never took the time to be patient to get to know the woman that you're giving all your time and your resources to. Listen to her. Watch her actions. Watch the way she operates. Watch the way she moves. Remember, she chose you. And she gets cracked on 1,000 times a day. So it don't take nothing for her to choose to let another nigga between her legs at the drop of a fucking hat because you ain't paying attention to details. You think because you dicked it down that you own and control her. You don't control shit. You being manipulated into believe that you do. So if you want to get with the right woman that's willing to walk in this purpose and walk on this journey together, you have to slow down and pay attention to the people that you invest in your time and your life to. And do it on righteous footing, and you'll have the right woman to walk with you. So remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.